So let's see what the effect of the Federal Reserve Bank has the control and the authority to print the US dollar, and that the US system do not have the authority to print its own money. Well, according to Wikipedia, the Federal Reserve Bank sends a message to the US Treasury to print dollars on their own printing machine, on their own press. But then the money is not controlled by the US Treasury. It is being lent to the US government as a loan. And year after year, the national debt from the Federal Reserve Bank and other countries today is up to $14 trillion and near the ceiling. And the intention or the motion of the Secretary of Treasury, Mr. Timothy Geithner, is asking to raise the debt ceiling, which means that the US Congress and President want to borrow, I repeat, want to borrow more money for their spending. The American government do not have any intention to cut their deficit, to spend accordingly as they collect, as their income, they borrow money. Now what that mean really? What that mean that the Federal Reserve has the power to print the money? And provided that the US system do not have any audit power on the activity of the bank at all. People, Congressman Rand Paul is asking to what he calls audit the Fed. Well, that's fine if he could do it, but I think the bank will resist. Actually, it resisted in the past any discovery, any information about their activity in the year 2008, 2009, when Ben Bernanke was asked about its financial activity, about the money being lent to European banks and other banks. He declined to answer very coldly. Let me explain what happened when the Federal Reserve Bank prints its own money. It brings the value, the purchase power of your dollar lower according to how much the bank prints. Suppose that the collective saving of the American people were at this time $1 trillion, and suppose the bank prints another $1 trillion. That brings the power, the purchase power of the American savings to half of its original value. And that combined with wars, invasions, the prices of commodities, of food, of oil, of other things will go up and up day after day. Before the invasion of Iraq, the price of oil was $10, and now 8 years after, it is more than $100, which means 10 times higher. Suppose if a robber went to a bank and robbed $1,000. Police will be called. They try to arrest the man and put him in jail, or even kill the man if he resists. But when the bank prints money, it is as if the bank is robbing you of the purchase power of your money in your pocket. But there is no control, or there is no punishment for the bank to print the money. Actually, the bank has 100% authority without any audit, without any control, to print money and give it to the Pentagon, give it to other banks overseas without any visible records. It was said that a couple years ago there was, according to Rumsfeld, there was about $1 trillion went to the Pentagon without records. Then he added one more trillion, and then he recanted the whole story. So now imagine that the Federal Reserve Bank siphoned big amount of cash to the military without control of the Congress, and that is being spent on wars that Congress do not even discuss.